Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a pre-COVID vlog. I was going through all the memories on my hard disk and I came across these videos and I thought it would be nice to share them with you all. Visiting a farm like this has become a distant dream during pandemic and I'm sure reliving these memories will definitely give us some positive vibes. So today we are going to see how prawn farming is done in Yeluru. To know more about the owner of this fish and prawn farming business in Eluru, there's already a video on my channel in which he explains his profit and how he quit his IT job to start this business, and you'll be surprised to know how much he earns in this prawn farming business. So do check out the video without fail. So apart from the prawn farming and fish farming business, he also has a few cows in the same farm which gives A2 Desi cow milk. He also supplies milk in his village. So this itself is a business on his own, but mostly he uses all the milk and all other milk products for his own family and his friends. So this is not his major business, but the prawn farming and fish farming are his major business. This is the harvest time for prawns and we have actually come here to see how the harvesting actually happens. So as you can see, there's one man who has a bag full of prawn fodder and he's throwing it into the pond. And all the prawns will come together to eat its food, and when it comes together, there is another man with a yellow net. He throws the net into the water and all the prawns will get caught. And this man with the food, he throws some more food so that the prawns stay in the net and does not run away. So as the prawns are eating its foods, the other man with the net grabs all the prawns and he brings it to the boat. So there are two men throwing food into the water and there are two other men handling the net. And these two men who are pushing the prawns away, what they're actually doing is they're checking for the quality of the prawns and the size of the prawns. If they feel that the prawns are too small and they cannot be sold in the market, then they'll put the prawns back into the water. So after another week or so, when the prawns are big enough to be sold, only then they catch the prawns again. These men are so experienced that they actually know the exact number of days the prawn takes to grow to the desired size. So most of the prawns here will pass the test. If you had watched my previous prawn farming video, the owner of the farm would have shown you prawn babies. You will not believe how the prawn has grown from that size to this size. So if you want to see the prawn babies, you'll have to watch my other video which is linked in the description box. Once the prawns are caught, they pull the boat to one side and then they fill big boxes with these prawns and then they take it to the freezer lorry. Now a few of these men are working under the owner of the farm, but most other men are hired on a daily wage basis. These men are also quite experienced in prawn farming and they know what are the steps involved and how much they will be transporting. Each of these boxes contain at least 32 kgs of prawns and per day they harvest almost 4000 kgs of prawns. You can imagine how much the entire harvest will come to. This harvest will go on at least for a week, weighing 4000 kgs per day. This is a risky business as well. If the prawns cannot survive the climatic conditions or if they catch infection, and if one prawn dies, all the other prawns will also die, so there will be losses in huge amounts. But if you can bring it to this harvest stage, then the profit will also be in huge amounts. All the prawn farmers will have backup money at least for 3 months, so if they meet with losses, they can buy a fresh batch immediately and start with prawn farming again. There are different seasons for fish farming and prawn farming. Prawn farming cannot be done during all the seasons. So if it's the season for fish, they will concentrate on fish farming and keep the prawn farming on hold for some time. And if it's the season for prawn, they will only concentrate on prawn farming. As I already said, these boxes are weighed correctly and they have to meet the minimum requirement. So once they pass the minimum weight, they keep it aside and then they load it into the freezer lorry. The freezer lorry was such a new sight to see as they beautifully arranged all these prawn boxes inside the freezer lorry. There was only one man handling all this. He will keep track of how much is loaded and where it has to be taken. They usually take it to other states and sell it in the market according to the price that is set by that market. Since we directly buy it from these farmers, we get it for a very low price when compared to the market prices. But when they have to transport these same prawns to other states, they have to pay a lot of middlemen and hence the increase in price. எப்படிமா கத்துது? கிட்ட போகாதம்மா, இங்க இருந்தே பாருங்க. பாப்பாவும் மியாவ் சொல்லுங்க. It was very hot outside and we couldn't stand there for long. While the men worked, they asked us to sit inside for some time. We were getting really dehydrated and you can see how much Ryan is sweating over there. He just had a banana and he continued playing with the cat. No. Don't take your hand there. போதும் பின்னாடி நான் தொடக்கூடாது. Yeah, I am scared.
You are scared.
Once the prawn babies are put into the pond has to be frequently cleaned and the prawns should be fed in proper intervals and it should be taken good care of. Only then they will survive and they'll be ready for harvesting. So during this period, there should be a few caretakers who live near the pond to maintain the pond. So this is like a temporary setup put up by the caretakers of the pond to live there and look after the pond, while the owner of the pond lives a little far away from this place. Every day the owner visits this pond and checks the weather conditions, the amount of food the prawns are taking, their health condition, the cleanliness of the pond, etc. So he has paid these caretakers to look after the pond on a daily basis. The caretaker and his wife lives here and with their permission I recorded this video inside their house. There's a small sit-out area and a bedroom over here. The kitchen and another room is separated by a wall partition in between. This is the outer area where they dry clothes and take bath. This is the kitchen. I must say she has organized it well with whatever was available for her. We bought 1 kg prawns which was cleaned and given to us.
வரமாட்டேங்குதாம்மா
சொல்லு சும்மா பயந்துரும் சொல்லு ஏ கோழி ஐ லீட் யூ அப் சொல்லு சொல்லு பயந்துரும் you don't want to eat
ஒலி என்னமா சொல்லுது கம்மியா ரையோ கம்மியா
நீ ரயானை சாப்பிட போறேன்
அம்மா வானா அம்மா ஓயே தட்டிடு மாமா தட்டிடு அம்மா
ஒரே மாமாம் கேக்குதுமா
தட்டிடு அம்மா
I had taken spinach rice full of ghee for Rayu, and this cat was least interested in the prawns that they are handling. It enjoyed eating the spinach rice with so much of ghee in it. We were taken on a small boat ride to look around, and the caretakers were explaining about the procedure of prawn farming, how much food does the prawns eat, and how it should be taken care of, and all other details. It was a lovely trip to this prawn farm. It was a different experience and a day to remember. Thanks for watching this vlog. See you again in another interesting video. Until then, this is Fatima signing off. Take care. Bye bye.